Hello and welcome to my channel. In the old days, when I say the old days, I'm talking about the 1980s or 1990s. If you wanted to find out any information about saxophone playing, particularly like, really what should you focus your efforts on, there was nothing. I mean, there really was. It was so hard to get information. You'd have to either find a local private teacher, and there was hundreds of singing teachers and piano teachers and guitar teachers, but saxophone teachers were few and far between. And also saxophone teachers, you'd get like a really good player, but they didn't really feel that comfortable about sharing that information or teaching it to other people. So it was just tricky. It was so tricky. You could find things in a book, but for me that's a little bit like trying to learn to dance or maybe do boxing, learning it out of a book. It just doesn't somehow feel quite right, it just doesn't. And that's how it was in the old days, and you'd be really hard pushed to find any good information. These days, it's the opposite. If you type into Google, how should I practice my saxophone? You're going to get a tsunami, this massive wave of information with 500 people yelling at you. This simple trick, this one simple trick, this is going to change everything overnight. This is going to change everything over the weekend. It's absolutely shocking. If you've been watching my channel, and if you like the way that I teach, and if you trust what I'm telling you, I want to give you what to focus on. And what to focus on is your major scales. I mean, it just is. And the reason that I feel kind of ranty or a bit passionate about this is I had a lesson with a guy the other day, and he was a really lovely guy and very, very intelligent man, been playing for a few years. But his approach was so scattered. He was doing a bit of blues scale and a bit of patterns in scales and a bit of pentatonics and a bit of tunes and a bit of this and a bit of that and a bit of the other. And his effort was spread over such a wide area, and he didn't really feel like he was progressing. And yet when I asked him to play, can you play E flat major, or could you play D flat major or A flat major, the answer was no, or if he could do it, it was really difficult for him. Now that doesn't make him mad, bad or sad. It really, really doesn't, because he was a very capable and intelligent man. It's just that he'd been putting his efforts, in my opinion, in the wrong direction. Guys, practice your major scales. Get them downer than a down thing which is deeply down. And the reason for that is that if you practice your 12 major scales and get them really down, then it won't make you the world's greatest sax player. It might not even make you a good saxophone player, but what it will do is it will make everything easy. Everything that you try and do will be so much easier if you know your 12 major scales, because these major scales are like a gold standard that we compare everything else to. So if you're talking about a scale that's got like a flat third or a flat 9 or a sharp 4, or you've changed something, compared to what? Compared to your major scale. It just is. And it doesn't have to be boring to practice your major scales. You really do need to learn the notes from root to root, but you can have loads of fun jamming on them. And if you go to my website, saxmadesimple.com, and type in major scales, there's loads of stuff that I've done on YouTube about how to make major scales fun. If you know your major scales, then you also get, buy one, get one free. You get all of your minor scales, not all of them, but you get lots of minor scales, because minor scales are the same as major scales, but starting on a different point of the major scale. And you also get dominant sevenths, which will lead you to a 2-5-1. Major scales are the keys to the kingdom. I mean, they absolutely are. And I'm sorry if I'm ranting. I'm not sorry, actually. But, if I'm ranting, it's because I spend so much time telling this to people, and I want you to listen to this lighthouse of information amongst that tsunami of stuff out there. Now, if you already know your major scales, that's fantastic. But if you're not 100% sure about your major scales, it doesn't make you mad, bad or sad, but you really need to get them sorted out. And the way to do it is to do an audit. Which ones do I know? I know C, I know G, I know D, and I know A. I know how many sharps and flats they've got. If somebody asked me to play them, if Lyndon said, could you play G major? Yeah. That's what you need to be able to do. So know the ones that you know the ones that you're not 100% sure about, and know the ones that you really don't know. And the ones that typically people, in my experience as a full-time teacher, the ones that they don't know are D flat and E flat and A flat and maybe F sharp and sometimes B. It's usually those ones around that end of the cycle of fifths that people are not sure about. And again, the perception is that they feel that they're more difficult than other scales. They're actually not. It's just that you've practiced C and G and D and A and E proportionally much more than what you've practiced these other scales. So your major scales lead to minor scales. They lead to dominant seventh scales. You can improvise through them. Melodies are made of scales. They just are. I mean, they absolutely are. So now this isn't like a big push for my major scale course. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. It really isn't. You know, you can learn your scales without going to my website and buying my major scales course. But if you've got any doubts, and if you want what I think is a really good resource, I have got on my website, saxmadesimple.com, a major scales course for one for alto, one for tenor. Each one is 13 videos. Each one has a backing track, and in each one we take the scale from the bottom to the very bottom of the instrument to the very top and back down again, making sure you feel comfortable. We do the root, the third, the fifth, and the seventh. We do some improvisational ideas with each one, so you get like a lick and a pattern with each one of those scales. You get a backing track and you get a downloadable sheet. Plus, if you do go and choose to purchase this, which I think is £30, and it's about 3.5 hours of tuition, and I charge £50 an hour, so it's a pretty good deal. And you get a free iReal Pro code for the fantastic app iReal Pro. But if you download the app, if you download my major scale course, you have to send me an email saying iReal Jam, so that I know that you have that you want that code. And you need to tell me what format. Is it for iPad? Is it for Android? Is it for a desktop? Or what are you using it for? So you need to email me, Lyndon@SaxMadeSimple. But look, I'm seriously not trying to just flog you one of my courses. I'm just saying that the most important thing, what you really want to focus your effort on, coming from somebody that has years and years and years and years of experience, is your major scales. It's phenomenal to me when I meet somebody who's been playing for 4 or 5 years and they still don't know their major scales. If you find yourself in that situation, get your major scales down, work on the weakest link. Right, I'm going to stop ranting. I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope something that I've said in this video makes you think, he's right, man, I need to get my scales down. I really, really do. And if that's only happened to 1 or 2 people out there, then my job here has been done. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.